Hello, welcome back. Let's look into the lead code problem. It's a easy problem. Now we have to find three digits even number. Okay, three digit even number. Okay, sorry. And what we have given? We have given a integer array of digits where each element is a digit. Where each element is a digit, the array may contain duplicates. Okay, array may contain duplicates. You need to find all the unique integer that follow the given requirement. The integer consists of the concatenation of three element. Okay, integer will consist concatenation of three element from the digits in an array arbitrary order. Integer does not have leading zero. Okay, fine. Means no zero will be in starting like this. 0 1 2. This kind of integer will not be valid. Okay, integer is even. Okay, that integer should be even like this. If we form any integer 1 2 2, this will be, and 1 3 2, this will be only valid. Okay, for example, if we digit a, then 1 3 2 is and 3 1 2 are the following requirement return and we have to return a sorted array of the unique integers. Okay, fine. Okay, let's look into the basic approach. The what will be the basic approach? We have to create all the elements of three digits. Okay, from the given list. Like we are having a list of this 2 1 3 and 0. So from all of these digits, whatever the number we can form, like 102 120, all of the permutation means all of the permutation and combination of these digits, but that combination should be of three digit. Okay, so as the combination is of three digits, so what will be our range? Our range is from 1002 999. Okay, this will be our range, and this 999 is a odd number. Okay, this is a odd number, so we have to till 999, not we don't need to include. So we'll first look into the basic approach. What will be the basic approach for this? So for that, what we can do for that, first, and we have to make this each character is available or not. So what we did, we just count the frequency of digits in that. Okay, so we first count the frequency of each digits, then based on the frequency here, this is the, sorry, 1 second, this is the one approach and this is the one recursive approach here. So in this iterative approach, what we did, we iterate over 102 till 999. Okay, and we have to jump only, we have to include only the even number. Okay, so that's why we update I plus 2. Okay, means 100 to next element will be 102, next 104, like this. So from each digit, we have to extract the digit 1, digit 2 and digit 3. All three digits we extracted. Now after that, we have to check is the frequency after subtracting that digit, is the frequency is greater than is still it is greater than and equal to 0. Then we have to take that integer value, then we have to consider that integer. Okay, we'll push that integer in the answer. Okay, and after that, we have to update all of the digits. Now here we have to consider one more thing. What's the difference? Yeah, because while I am doing the same thing, I made one mistake. Here I am using the pre pre subtraction. Okay, here I am using the pre subtraction. So here it decrement the frequency of d1. Now here it decrement the frequency of d2. Here it is decrement the frequency of d3. But here I am using the AND operation, means comparing AND operation. And how this if statement is work, if the first condition is failed, then it will not check for the rest. Okay, but in the end, what I am doing, I am retrieving the frequency of all digits here. D frequency of d plus plus d plus plus d plus, like this. Okay, so what's the issue in this? Using the double and I made the wrong answer. So I have to force the this if condition that it will iterate for all. and check for the all condition like this using single AND. Okay, fine. That in that case only it will work fine. Okay, and and what will be the second approach, iterative approach? In that we will call a recursive function solve, and initially the current value will be 0. The initial k will be 3. Okay, because we have to take 3-digit number and we have to send frequency and uh, answer vector. Okay, in that answer we will store the all elements. If the current sum, if the k will become 0, then we will going to check the current digit, current integer is even. If it is even, then we will consider that current element, okay, current integer, and we'll push that current element into the answer. After that we have to recursively means update the next element, means next digit in this current, and the next digit will be in range from 0 to 9. Okay, so for that we'll iterate here 0 to 9. If the current is 0 and I is 0, because we have to check for leading 0, no leading 0 condition, so that's why here we remove this condition. If current value is 0 and the next digit will also 0, then we have to eliminate that condition. Else we have to check if we able to add that particular current digit in it, then we'll add it and update the frequency and send it in this. Okay, how we can send? Call the solve function. In the solve function we'll update the current digit in the current. For adding the current digit, first we have to multiply by 10. After that decrement the digits sum, then send frequency and answer. After that we have to retrieve back the frequency. We'll retrieve back the frequency in backtrace. So in that order it will call, generate all the possible scenario and check the validity. Okay, we'll check the summations. So if we compare all of them, see all both condition are approximately equal. Either we can go for recursive or either we can go iterative. Okay. Okay, thank you all. Bye.